This is a whole production for your Locs, NLE Choppa. And what are we talking about? Is the content changing? Are you talking about murder, 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 murder? Are you talking about murder, murder, kill? Because I don't got time for murder, murder, kill, bro. What's good, YouTube? TP Locs here, bringing you guys another video today. Yes, today, you guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about NLE Choppa and him cutting his locks. I know a lot of you guys have seen that news circulating around. For some of you guys, it may shock you. For others, it may not. For those of you guys who have been following NLE Choppa, y'all know he's been on his holistic, natural vibes for a significant amount of time. So when I first heard NLE Choppa was on like a holistic, natural vibe, I was a little skeptical. Anytime you hear something coming from Hollywood, especially someone that's an entertainer or a rapper, you always got to take it with a grain of salt, because oftentimes when it comes to these guys, they're looking for a new way to sort of hit the tabloids, to go viral, to say things that are a little bit more controversial, to say things that are going to elicit a reaction from a large following, right? So when I heard NLE Choppa talking about CMOS, I thought, okay, what's the angle? What's the rollout? What's he trying to put out? And then the second thought was like, who's the girl? Who's the Aquarius who gave this boy some CMOS and lit some incense in the house and got him talking about all this natural stuff? Because come on, fam, like your lyrics do not match what you're talking about right now. They just don't match. But I digress. For a lot of you guys, you've been really invested in his lock journey. I've got a few of you who have asked me to do some reviews of his locks. I haven't really done that. I did do a video where I talked a little bit about his hairline in a loving roast, but I hadn't really gotten around to it. Typically when it comes to celebrities, it's just not something that I'm passionate about doing research about. But hearing the news about him cutting the locks really isn't surprising to me. And maybe that's because I'm a little bit of a pessimist when it comes to mainstream hip hop culture. Anytime I see somebody doing something, I'm always a little bit of a skeptic. And when it comes to lock journeys, I mean, it takes a lot of commitment. Obviously, you don't have to do it for spiritual reasons. It seemed like he was doing it for spiritual reasons. I'm assuming there may be some spiritual interconnectivity there. But for me, it's just, when it comes to the Hollywood acts, I'm not going to be surprised when they do something like cut them off. And the reason why it doesn't really surprise me from a Hollywood perspective is what I've sort of got the growing suspicion about is that a lot of people have been using dreadlocks as sort of like a plaything. If you look across in the climate of the hip hop culture and just how locks have been sort of utilized from, the Lil Xans, the Lil Pumps, all the little rappers, it's seemed pretty gimmicky. Anytime they do a little hair shift change, it makes TMZ or it makes the shade room, it gets the attention, it gets the clicks, the algorithm starts bubbling. Anytime somebody who doesn't have locks gets lock extensions, we have to hear about it. It's one of those things that I've started to notice is a pretty coveted topic within our culture. Whether you had the rapper Dancer who had gold links as locks, whether you had the Island Boys who was walking around with wicks. As I've looked around the climate in the lock community, it really does seem like in mainstream culture, locks are sort of used as either outrage marketing or some sort of rollout to just get some sort of attention to an artist, right? The interesting thing to me is that as you've looked at all of sort of like the gimmicky ways that Hollywood is drawing attention with locks, you're starting to see some of those tactics permeate within content creators as well. The increasing burden for everyone to try to grow followings, to try to cultivate their own brands, to maybe get monetized with ad revenue. You've seen a lot of people resort to tactics that in the very beginning of this lock thing were kind of shameful. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of doing things to your locks for the sake of doing them was never something that we was on. But now I feel like you're seeing people get a little desperate. And desperate times calls for desperate measures. And it's weird because as a content creator in this space, you also want to continue to grow your following. You want to grow your following. You want to continue to spread your message. You want to continue to add value in a real substantial way. But for the sake of competing, oftentimes you feel like you need to sort of resort to some of these tactics as well, just to keep up with the Joneses. Kind of like the old adage, to do as they do in Rome. But I know I've digressed a little bit because we were talking about NLE Choppa, we were talking about Hollywood, we were talking about a little bit of everything today. But I mean, honestly, that's just kind of my take right now. I feel like locks is sort of becoming a plaything for a lot of people. We still got some great content creators out there that are doing an amazing job. So I don't want this to be me casting aspersions on the entire lock community. It's just some things that I'm starting to notice. Again, it's just an old man rant, somebody that's been here since the very beginning, watching how all this is going down. I'm telling you, it's just, I've watched it evolve. I've watched it change, and seeing rappers like NLE Choppa, Lil Nas X, and people just sort of get the locks, cut them off. It just doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. And so how it has to make news and become this thing, it's like, I get it. I get it. And maybe NLE Choppa was just a victim of my pessimism in this video. Maybe it's just me not trusting Hollywood or anyone very closely juxtaposed with Hollywood. But it's kind of one of those things like, come on, man. This is a whole production for your Locs, NLE Choppa. And what are we talking about? Is the content changing? Are you talking about murder? Are you talking about murder, kill? Because I don't got time for murder, kill, bro. I don't got time for murder, kill. NLE Choppa has always come across like somebody who had a great family, either a loving mom, a loving dad, or both. And it just hearing bro talk about murder, kill, murder, kill. It's just it's not vibing. And it ain't really rocking with me at 31 years old. So I sound like an old man. I am an old man. Let me know your thoughts below for this rant. Obviously, I'm waking up in the morning and I'm just talking to this microphone. So, you know, I'm 100% welcome to all the hater comments, because I get it, man. I do sound like a hater. If I was 20 years old listening to this right now, I'd be like, bro, you hate, bro. Why you hate, bro? Let that bro get his money, bro. What you doing, cuz? Why you let that man get his money, cuz? Let that man get his money, cuz. That's exactly how I probably sound, bro. Like at 20 years old, 19 years old, bro, you sound old, bro. You sound like a youth pastor. Somebody actually left that comment for me in the comment section in one of my videos. That shit had me laughing. But yeah, man, y'all give me your comment section below. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know if this is something y'all starting to see, suspect. Do y'all feel the same way? Y'all just think I'm completely off base? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, it's been TB Locs signing out.
I try hard to find no way can I deny it. Your love so sweet, knocks me from my feet. I got so weak in the knees.
Mad son, I know you're mad, but you gonna forgive me.
But
So
y'all
you
done
can go
got
up in town and get that good job with them benefits.
Oh, he cutting his locks today?
You
Really?
got 3 baby mamas and 2 kids. I don't even know how that works, but I know you got it. You better cut these locks and get that white people money.
He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Yeah. I've been trying to get him to cut his head this whole time. He wouldn't listen to me.
Willie, you know these kids hard-headed. Speaking of head, look at that head there, Willie.
He look good, though. Look at that head. You see that head?
Yeah, he got your head. You just look just like him.
That's how they run in the family. That little
Yo, TP Locs fam, what is going on? You already know it's your boy Backpack Beatz. If you like the music on my homie TP's channel, definitely come over to my channel. I got more of these. I'm making beats every week. I'm also DJing every week for the No More Free Beat Show. So definitely make sure you stay tuned in. Got a lot of stuff popping. I appreciate everybody who's been coming from TP's channel as well. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate y'all for coming through, showing love. It's nothing but a community over here for real. We got the dope vibes. So definitely stay tuned to what we doing on TP's channel. Make sure you stay tuned to what I'm doing on my channel also. And it's gonna be fire, man. Dope beats, dope music, dope vibes. Appreciate y'all.